field, Gary, is, but the kindness piece and the incredible, I would say, intensity of him came to my mind when we were going to some meeting where we had to be there by the afternoon. I think it was Cayman Islands or something. And I said, well, you know, I just canceled the day and I came here, but it was on short notice. And he said, well, I had all these patients scheduled, so we just started at 4 in the morning. And by 9 a.m. we had done like 10 cases and all the staff came in, which is unbelievable, the kind of loyalty his staff had, and of course the patients. So to me, that's just exactly the kind of person he is. So he really deserves it.
Well, this is a day that's just amazing. It's an incredible honor, and it all is part of a journey. A journey that I'm just proud to say I'm taking with you all, or y'all as we say in Alabama, with ASDS. You know, Sam Stegman was an amazing guy. He was a mentor, a teacher, really for all of us. And this Stegman Award is just a reflection of what he had started. And just on a personal basis, I can tell you that I remember when I first came to an AAD meeting, there was a little sign up on the wall that said, if you're interested in the ASDS, come to this classroom. And I wandered over, and some of the very pioneers were there. There were about 15 people. And they embraced what I wanted to do, and they said, you know, we're going to change this profession. And at that time, dermatology was really a medical profession only. And in fact, in my institution, if you made an incision that you couldn't close with one suture, you couldn't do it. So we have been on a journey that has been unbelievable. So Sam saw me in the back of the room after he gave a lecture. He was kind enough to come up and said, what did you think? And I said, this is my future, and this is the future of where we are all going. And I'm so proud of that first AAD skin surgery course, and the next year he put me on the faculty. And that was the kind of kindness he has. And you know, it's amazing. What this organization is all about is giving and receiving. In the beginning, we're receiving, and we're learning techniques, we're learning principles, and we're learning it from the masters, the best of all. And as our careers progress, we start giving. And you know something? The real happiness in what we can do in ASDS is that part where we are giving, and giving back for all what we had in the very beginning. So it was with me, with the first ASDS meeting, when I walked in that room and saw Norman Orenreich, Jay Barnett, Leonard Lewis, Larry Field, Perry Robbins, John Yarborough, Sorrel Resnick, Ed Crow, and others. And these are the guys who are the first generation. And what's amazing is that we stand on their shoulders. And we all stand on the shoulders of giants. And it's just a great honor that I can be a part of this whole giving process. And now I'm being able to hand what I know to this next generation, who I know will take this and continue on. But it's ASDS that allows this camaraderie and really family of giving that makes it all possible. I mean, there are people here who I've worked with, gave with, taught with, laughed with, and made a fool of myself with.
That could be true.
for really over 30 years. So it's an incredible start. So we start as takers, and then we become givers. But it's through ASDS that we continue this tradition from one generation to another. So first, I'd like to give some thanks to people who've been with me throughout this whole trip. And I have to first ask my wife, Judy Monheit, to come on up and join me. This is my soulmate, my wife. You know, I'm a dreamer, and Judy keeps me grounded. She keeps me humble. and tirelessly puts up with my ideas and my adventures and my children, and that makes it all worth it. Those 4 daughters you saw and the grandsons. So they were all part of where I am in the beginning. But, I mean, there are so many people who have been part of my life, and rather than just naming them, I'd like to call them up too. So, come on up. Rhoda, David, Narens, my twin Rhoda Narens, Hal Brody, Alistair Carruthers, Gene Carruthers. Please, come on up and join me. Susan, George, I don't know if Jeff Klein is here, who's an important part of what I did. David Goldberg, Rick Glogow, Pearl Grimes, Naomi Lawrence, Tim Flynn, Shelley Pollack, Leonard Goldberg, Mitch Goldman, Jeff Dover. Come on up. When you are hearing your name, I want you up here for a very special reason. Roy Geronimus, Steve Mandy, Larry Field, Ron Moy, Lisa Donofrio, all the players of the ASDS group, Tom Rohr. And at this point, I'd like to also, those who I've had an opportunity to give to, my fellows who are here, Dan Wasserman, Keith LeBlanc, Chris Harmon, and any of my other fellows who are here. This is our family, and I also want to ask all of you who any of us have touched impartially in lectures, in camaraderie, who feel a part of this family. All of us, please stand up, kind of hug the person next to you, and let's go ahead. Thank you all. The journey continues, and may it continue for all of us.
I think I did okay.